Damn, bro.
Let me see.
Yo, we got
Yo, Miku.
We got Lisa, we got IU.
You got me.
We got
Oh,
Miku, we got
wait.
Isho.
Who is that?
Yo,
I'm thinking Miku with you. I'm thinking Miku with you. I'm thinking Miku with you.
Etched onto God's light itself. I killed an angel. I took its halo, and now I try to weld it to my head. Through a bloody and hot mess, I managed to get it on, but everyone could see the names of my human sacrifices etched onto God's light itself. So I spent years, practically decades, creating a mechanical halo so I could hide my sins. But in doing so, the halo on my head began to lose its light and ultimately became not a halo, but a bloody ring drenched in sin of my human sacrifices. So I ripped it off and put on my man-made mechanical halo on my head, and the people were in awe. They followed me even to the ends of the earth. It was for a good cause. After all, I was the only angel that people could see, hence the mechanical halo. Yet no matter how much I did for the world and for the people, God still condemned me to hellfire even in my death, even though I managed to swing the pendulum back, which wasn't supposed to be possible in my lifetime, because I managed to lead a life of influencing the masses. I changed the world to be rid of most evils and save the people. And even though I am going to hell, I might as well save as many humans as I can, not only as condolences to my first human sacrifices, but as a gesture to mankind as a whole. Long before we know ourselves, our paths are already set in stone. Some may never figure out their purpose in life and some will. There are a lot of us who are caught up in this hell we all live in, content with being blinded by rules and judgment. We live in a world where it's more okay to follow than to lead. In this world, being a leader is trouble for the system we're all accustomed to. Being a leader in this day and age is being a threat. Not many people stood up against the system we all call life. But toward the end of our first 10 years into the millennium, we heard a voice who was speaking to us from the underground for some time. A voice who spoke of vulnerabilities and other human emotions, and issues that had never been before heard so vividly and honest. This is the story of a young man who not only believed in himself, but his dreams too. This is the story of the man on the moon, or the soul angel on earth. May this serve as a basis for my conduit of words. May this exist for me and me only, and not only just the sole purpose being a conduit for my words, but the serendipitous feeling of knowing I've helped people. And it's as simple as that. What matters most is change. Change from intervention, change from speech. The fulfillment of ending a life, the fulfillment of ending a life that was never supposed to be lived, is just unparalleled and unmatched to any pleasurable feeling on this earth. My message is not to be understood or interpreted. It is just a basis for me to serve, to understand myself. And it's as simple as that. My ends of means are almost here. And as unfortunate as it sounds, it is a necessary rite of passage, one of the greatest things that will ever happen to me. And it is through the path that I'm shown, the path that was led to me at such a young age, of what I need to do in this life, that I'm able to help people, that I'm able to change lives, that I'm able to be a reaper of souls. What matters most in the end is not a head count of the lives I've saved, is not how much funds are in my account, is not any of these worldly desires. What matters most is that I am not understood. Because if that were to happen, then I would be better off dead in the grave, rotting. As long as he doesn't come back, as long as I kill him again, if he does, then the future is mine to hold, and people like me to rule. It just takes a lot of mental power to do what I must do, to be existent on a level, degree, spectrum that what is understood from the majority, from the masses, from the average. And if they were to understand that perspective and existence of plane that I do stay on, then that would be either the single best thing that would ever happen or the end of my life, no in between. Let this serve again as a message that no matter how much mental torment exists for me, I will always find a way. It does not matter what happens to me, I will always find a way. There is nothing that can stop me. There is no one that can stop me. If it so deems as my path, then I will follow it. And I could not even sense a way where it isn't followed, a life where it isn't followed. I don't want you to understand me. I want to influence you to become the best version of yourself. And if I have to be the final elimination for that, the final loss of life for that, then I'm content with it. As long as the people I speak to are able to understand the ways in which they can live. And if they don't understand that, then they already know the ways they are not living. Go out, understand people deeper, seek out the future through souls, because in the end, if you don't take a cord of your own life, if you don't grab the reins and rise to the occasion, then the only thing waiting for you is a slow and sluggish living and a slow and pitiful death. The end of a bloodline that you exist in is gone, and it's your fault. Me personally, I cannot come to gripes that in terms of lineage, I'm the last. I will create something greater in my lineage that has been seen. This is not about having a child. This is about being a dynasty, a living dynasty. And I will do that through the influx of people that flock to me, to listen to me. And if they don't, they don't. And if they do, they do. It is only me and the human being that is the cause of loss of life and the cause of the creation of the mechanical halo. It is that simple.